Yeah, hi guys, Peter back for yet another video. I've just got an idea for a video today. I'm going to put forward a question for you guys out there. We're talking Aerosmith today. I want to talk about one particular album, and I want to pose the question, is this their greatest album? And the album is this one, and I'll give my answer at the end of the video. This album from 1976 rocks, which is one of their big, renowned albums, I guess, from 1976. You know, Steven Tyler, Joe Perry, Brad Whitford, Tom Hamilton and Joey Kramer, their fourth studio album. They did, of course, before this, Aerosmith, Get Your Wings and Toys in the Attic. This was followed by Draw the Line, and then other albums after that, Night in the Ruts, Rock in a Hard Place, and what have you. And then the band sort of split up a bit. They came back with Done with Mirrors, Permanent Vacation Pump, and then later on they got a bit ballady towards the end with the MTV stuff. But I'm just going to pose the question: is this their greatest album? And I'll talk a bit about the album. So it's not a review in that sense. It's just like posing a question to you guys. I have done an Aerosmith ranking a long time ago. Well, I might redo one later, but I'll just tell you what I think of this album. This is, for me, this is where Aerosmith, it all lined up for them, I would say. You know, it's got a great Tyler Perry composition to start with, Back in the Saddle. I just love how Tyler rips it out. A lot of sexual natured lyrics, of course, a lot of that in the Aerosmith catalogue coming from Tyler. But this is just a great song, how musically it's just so muscular, and great playing by the band. They seem so together within the song, and I just love the song. Basically, that's how I feel about it. And then the Last Child, which is a bit on the funky side, is the next song, the Tyler Whitford composition. Love this one too. It's I think it was a bit of a single from the album, and love the funk nature of it, the playfulness of it. Just a cool track. And then the hard rocking fast song Rats in the Cellar with Tyler and Perry. That's a Tyler Perry composition, and again, a cracking track, really. It gets moving at 100 miles an hour, and it's so catchy. It's just so infectious. The songwriting is so good on this album by the guys, especially the Tyler Perry combination. Then speaking of combination, that is the next song, a Joe Perry track, really underrated track. I don't hear much talk about this one. It's a cool track. It's got a good vibe to it, good 70s vibe, hard rocking vibe. And Aerosmith, yeah, they had a bit of grunt to them around this period. They had, they really, they were really moving forward in a great direction. And then side two, Sick as a Dog, the Tyler Hamilton track. Love the opening music, how it starts off with that good, how it opens up the song. Just awesome. This is a very catchy tune, a very sing-songy, and Sick as a Dog, he says, cat got your tongue in the lyrics. Just a tongue-in-cheek sort of song, but a really cool song, and just killer track. Nobody's Fault, Tyler Whitford, could be nearly the best song on the album. It's a killer opening, how it opens up musically. Just a killer start to the album with the riff. And it's an awesome track. One of their greatest early tracks, I find, this one. There's so many on this album, of course, but that's a Tyler Whitford song. Then Get the Let Out, which is a really catchy song. It's a bit stop-starty, sort of that stop-start sort of feel, a very bouncy sort of track. That's a Tyler Perry song, and that is a really catchy tune as well. Really love that song. I keep saying catchy, but that's how the songs are on this album, and it's got a lot of intent on this album. I find that they really, coming into their fall to really hitting their peak at this stage. Lick and a Promise, it's a cool song. Tyler Perry again, really good song, and an awesome ballad at the end with a wonderful a Perry a solo. I think it is Perry does a solo. A Tyler song called Home Tonight, which is a great finish. Which the previous album they finished with a ballad too, Toys in the Attic. But really a great album, and produced by Jack Douglas. All songs arranged by Aerosmith and Jack Douglas. Produced by Jack Douglas and Aerosmith. So he's a quite well-known producer back in the day. Still around, I think. Still producing. But there you have it, guys. Is it their greatest album? Well, I think after this they did draw the line, which was fine. It had its good moments for me, but it was a bit of a come down from Rocks for me. Night in the Ruts has some good moments. Rock in a Hard Place, really ballsy album, really good album. That's when Tyler and Perry and Whitford were sort of out of the picture. And then so I feel that their best album must come from the early period. I mean, I liked Pump and Permanent Vacation when they came out, but I feel that they are albums of their time. I don't feel they are go back to albums, I remember loving Pump at the time, playing the hell out of it in 1989, just constantly playing it for months on end. But it's not an album I go back to much, or Permanent Vacation, which is a fine album. But, and there's after that, they're pretty much, in a bit of a decline as far as the albums go, as far as I'm concerned. But I feel their best album has to come from the early period, from the first four albums. I feel the first album is a bit not fully realised, but has good moments. Get Your Wings is a damn good album. It's certainly up there for me with the tracks on that album. And Toys in the Attic is a classic album, the one before this from 1975. But is this their greatest album? I would say it is their greatest album for me. This is where they it all lined up for them. It all went, they hit their peak with this album. I think they never really got this good again, although there's good moments later on. But, I just feel this is their greatest. One of the greatest albums from the 70s for me, this album. And if you're asking me what anything would be pushing it for top album, Toys in the Attic gets pretty close with the great songs Adam's Apple, Toys in the Attic, and You See Me Crying, what a wonderful ballad, Walk This Way, although played a lot, No More, No More, Round and Round. You get what I'm saying, guys. That'd be probably my number 2. But if I had to, if you putting the question to me, I'm gonna have to say this is Aerosmith's finest hour, their greatest album. So what do you think? Do you think this is Aerosmith's greatest album? I just said to you guys that I find it is their greatest album, ahead of Toys in the Attic for me. Other people might go the other way, or maybe another album. Just let me know what you feel down below. But a great album, a great statement from the band in the 70s. Real faultless album, really. Just from start to finish, it really hits all the marks. Got good hard rocking, rock and roll, bit of funk vibe. Got ballads, a bit of everything. Tyler's in great form. The songwriting is together. The band is hitting the mark with their performances, and I find this is, for me, is the greatest Aerosmith album. So did you agree with me there? Comment down below, subscribe, all those things. I'll see you guys for another video. It won't be too far away, but it's bye for me from now. I'll be back very shortly for another video. Bye. Bye, guys. Bye.